and we are doing a dedicated review on this fragrance right here. You all have been asking me about this one. This is from Victoria Beckham Beauty's line, and this is Portofino 97. This is supposed to be a genderless fragrance, but I will let you know what I think about that. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The SANTAMARIA here. Yes, we're doing the dedicated review on this fragrance. If you all recall, back a few months ago, I did a full-on overview of the house right here, Victoria Beckham Beauty. I got all of the fragrance samples, all 4 of the scents. This is how they come in a little book when you order the discovery set. This is what it looks like, and you got a coupon to redeem worth $40 toward a full-size bottle purchase. This is of course on their official website, and I told you all in that video that Portofino 97 was my favorite out of the bunch, and that's the one of course I picked up the full-size bottle of, and that is why we're talking about it today in full length, because I've had it for a few months. I've been wearing it, full-size bottle worthy, full days wear worthy, and I have thoughts on this one. So as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 5 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply when do I see myself wearing this fragrance, what time of year, what type of event. We talk about it there. Second category is strength, and that's on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. Third category is longevity, and that is how many hours long lasting is the fragrance on my skin and or clothing, because we do care. Then we have the fourth category, which is kind of fun, and that is the compliment factor. Is this a compliment getting scent, yes or no? Because hey, it's nice to get a compliment whenever we wear our fragrances. Then we have the fifth category, and that is the comparison category, and that is, does this fragrance remind me of anything else in my collection or that I have sampled or smelled in the past? We talk about it there. So that's how we do things. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I felt bright red, that is, and this is MAC Relentlessly Red out of the Retro Matte line. This is an oldie but goodie at this point. Goes with the Cajun Shrimp OPI on the nails, because I know you all like the nail colors. So yes, Cajun Shrimp is what we did here. Oldie but goodie. As always, everything on my face as well as all the fragrances I discussed today will be down in the description box, linked and or tagged, so you do not have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, you all, and this is also new in its own regard. Brand new release, by the way, and this is Creed's Fragaria. This right here was a UK exclusive, but now it is finally available in the United States, and I got my hands on it. I purchased it myself because I was just way too intrigued by this fragrance. I will be doing its own dedicated review on this scent later on, but for now, this is interesting. This is a strawberry scent from Creed, but for now I will say this is a new and different take for a Creed fragrance, that is for sure. And that again is Creed's Fragaria, you all. And now let's get into the specs of Portofino 97. The purpose of the name, you all, is supposed to be a romantic moment, a romantic summer back in, of course, 1997. It's supposedly when her and David were hanging out, back when Victoria was still Posh Spice in my mind, because it was the 90s. We all know the Spice Girls had taken over the world at that point, at least in my world they had. So you all, that's supposed to be like the background of this scent. So this fragrance actually came out in 2023. So this isn't a new scent, although it's been getting a lot more buzz this year, in my opinion. It's really been having a moment. You would think it just came out. So that's actually saying something about this house for it not to be a brand new release, that people are still talking about it. So that's good. It got on my radar thanks to some of my mutuals that were talking about it back in the winter time. They was like, this scent gonna be really good. You ought to get it for summertime. It's gonna be great. So I was like, okay. It was Fumi Monet on TikTok for me and AI the Great here on YouTube, to be exact. Those were the 2 ladies I saw talking about this scent, and I'm like, okay, I trust both of their noses and they haven't steered me wrong in that regard. So yeah, I tried it for myself. So let's get into sizes and pricing for this fragrance, because one thing about it, it has actually expanded since what it was when I first purchased it, and that's a good thing. So at first there wasn't a travel size, but now there is, and it's because it is the summertime, aka travel season, so that makes sense. The 10 ml size, which is the travel size, retails for $58. The 50 ml size, that is the size that I picked up, because y'all know this, Els, I am a 50 ml girl. The 50 ml size retails for $200, and then there's the 100 ml size, and that retails for $290. There's also a shimmering body oil as well. 50 ml size is what it is, and it retails for $95 if you want to layer your scent. They have a hand cream lotion too. So this is one of those fragrances they have a full-on ecosystem for, and I'm okay with it. The concentration of Portofino 97 is an EDP, Eau de Parfum, and again, this is supposed to be a genderless fragrance, unisex, meaning, but for me, I'll tell y'all what I get more so. Now let's get into the notes, because we do care about that, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a fresh spray of this. So according to the official website, the official notes are Calabrian bergamot. We also have black pepper, and then we have crisp white sheets infused with incense and amber, and then we have patchouli and vetiver in the base. So looking at the notes, so I said fresh, citrusy, kind of peppery, incensey. The base might be kind of earthy. This can go a whole lot of different ways just reading the scent. So that is why I sampled this first, because whenever you're trying a new house, you don't know how they do things, and just what you read might not necessarily be what you get on paper. But I give them credit, you all. On paper, I get this aquatic kind of oceanic situation. I get a fresh and cleanness in this. That black pepper is very pronounced. And let me tell you that right now, if you do not like black pepper, you will hate this fragrance, because on paper, the black pepper is there, but on skin, it's definitely magnified. And in my experience, by the way, when I wear this in warm weather, which I have, the pepper actually gets louder and it's strong in that opening too. So that's why I cannot emphasize the black pepper note enough. Luckily though, it does die down and you get more of the bergamot and the crisp, fresh linen sheets situation that they have on here listed. The amberiness hugs the skin. The patchouli and the vetiver in this, to me, give it more of an earthier feel, in my opinion. And to me, the base is actually what makes this more so unisex leaning, because if it's just off the top note, and for me, it gives more of a feminine approach. So in my opinion, this scent is actually more unisex leaning feminine for me. Yeah, it's, to me, it leans more so for the ladies, and I've noticed the trend that more of us ladies have been loving Portofino 97, so my theory holds up in that regard. And now let's get into the rating system, because I know that's what you all really care about. So, almost fell over there. So you all, mood for this scent. Mood for Portofino 97. This is a summer fragrance, period, point blank. This is a summer fragrance, warm weather to be exact. You can wear it at other times of year, sure, but this scent needs a breeze. It needs a breeze, maybe in the springtime, on a warmer spring day, which I talked about it back in the springtime. But I told you all, even then, I said it's gonna be everything in the heat. So yeah, this is still a summer scent for me. Feminine, outdoor, flowy outfit. Portofino 97 requires flowy clothes to me, meaning sundresses and linen. That's what this is. Next category is strength. On a scale of 1 to 10, you all, I give this strength a solid 7, meaning I know it's there, definitely present. Is it the loudest scent ever? No, it is not. And we appreciate that, because again, this is a summer scent. It's doing just enough, but above average. Next category is longevity. You know, that's how many hours long lasting is this fragrance. And I'm pleased to report this one lasts a full day, meaning 7+ hours, because for me, I smell it solidly at the 7-hour point. Then after that, it turns into a skin scent. But going back to that point about that black pepper, I smell the black pepper if I don't smell nothing else at the end of the day. Like, that note is going to linger, it's going to be with us, but it also helps to keep the scent going. I also have to be fair, the amber also helps to keep the scent going as well. But that citrus and the linen part, oh, that's gone. For sure, that is definitely gone. Next category, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes, 100% it's a compliment magnet. In fact, it's the compliment aspect of this scent that made me get it, because even when I only had the sample, it got compliments. So I already knew. I said, oh, I need the full size bottle to really spray down in this, and it just gives me my whole life. I love it so much that when I placed my second order with the house, I made sure to get another sample of it, so that way I always have a purse size with me. Even though this scent really doesn't need to be touched up, again, going back to the longevity aspect of it, yeah, it's just that girl. Now for the next category, the comparison category. And this is one I have been hearing a lot of rumblings about. There's one scent in particular everybody thinks this smells like, and I actually have a full-size bottle of it, so we're going to address that today. So the number one scent that keeps being compared to Portofino 97, you all, is this one right here. And this is Byredo's Bal d'Afrique, a very popular scent, one of the best sellers from the house of Byredo, to be fair. So that also explains why this scent is talked about widely and why it can be compared so much, because this is one of those holy grail type of Byredos, if you ask me. Byredo's Bal d'Afrique has notes of African marigold, bergamot, beechu, we have cyclamen, violet, cedarwood, and vetiver. It only has 2 similar notes, which is bergamot and vetiver. So again, I'm not really getting the comparison just off of the notes face value. This is more citrus and violet to me. Oh no. Portofino 97 is more peppery and clean and fresh. These scents do not smell the same. They don't. Are they in that category of summery scents? Yes. But they smell completely different. So I'm gonna go ahead and debunk that myth right now in that comparison. Portofino 97 does not smell like Byredo's Bal d'Afrique. Absolutely not. Another scent that kind of came to mind in my opinion with this one, but to me they're cousins, and that would be Xerjoff Torino number 22. This one right here, we love it. I've had it in my collection for a long time. Since we're here, let's go ahead and play in it. So with Xerjoff Torino number 22, we have bergamot, saffron, eucalyptus. We also have clary sage, tea, gaiac wood, musk, and dry woods in here. Smelling these two side by side, the notes are different, but to me there's a sweetness in this Portofino 97 that's kind of sort of in that same vein as the saffron spice in here to me. And again, there is incense and things in this scent. They do not smell the same, but could they be distant related cousins? Yes. So yeah, different. They're different because of the tea note. Yeah, they're different. Do they remind me of each other? Same family, kind of, but it's not a one-to-one comparison. It would be totally disingenuous to say that. But for me, this was the only other scent that came to mind. I'm like, I might want to compare those two, maybe. So I say all that to say that, does anything else truly remind me of Portofino 97? No. This is a unique fragrance. It is 100%. I just want to go ahead and sample and compare and debunk in real time. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my review of Portofino 97. I love this scent. This was not a like, this was a love. And in fact, this was a love at first sniff. I knew I was gonna want a full-size bottle of this one. I know I'm gonna keep wearing it. I've already been wearing it a lot this month as of late June going into July. Me and this scent, we really go together right now. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up on a top 5 list at some point in the summertime because I love this scent. It makes me want to go ahead and play some more of my other Victoria Beckham scent, particularly the yellow one. I'm thinking I might like that one next. We're gonna see though. But all in all, Portofino 97 is a hit. It is a win. It is 100% worth the hype. So let me know what you think about my dedicated review of this scent. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you smelled it? Because it is in Nordstrom and other retailers and things, so it is on counter for people to try out. And of course, you can get samples like I did from their official website. But yeah, let me know what you think, y'all, in the comments below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, everyone.